Hello, welcome back to Gamer Viscosity. Diputus here. Gonna be doing something a little bit different today. We have Yogcraft mod pack, Feed the Beast. Um, so I've set up a server. Sonia and I have already messed around on it quite a bit, building things. She started the research. I reset mine so that way I could show you guys the different things. Now, Feed the Beast is slightly different than your standard mod pack. It actually contains quite a few separate mods. It contains the thermal expansion mod, it has industrial craft, equivalent exchange, red power, Xenos reliquary, Thumbcraft, which is one I'm going to be focusing on a lot, Steve's carts, buildcraft, MFFS, railcraft. There's some computer craft, I won't be using that as much. However, there is forestry, there's power suits, portal, all those other great mobs. There's also Twilight Forest included in this, which we set up a portal to go to. We'll take you there sometime. But that's basically it. I mean, so server. This is a little town we set up. There's a little magic shop over there. Lots and lots of mining have been done here. I've set up a lot of things. I set up a factory for when I start to do bees later. There's my portal gun. It works exactly like an actual portal gun from the game. So I shot a place here. Oh dear. So, with the mod I've been able to set up a world here. It's a little bit buggy when you go over really big distances. I mean, I set up another portal just because that was safer to use, but I wanted to demonstrate the effectiveness of this. You can use this, it's better to use it within the same chunk as where your first portal is, just because it will not make you bug out when you get there. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty good. This is an island I'm going to be building a castle on, by the way, a huge castle, as you can see over there. I'll be building a castle to do most of my research on. The place over in the village is just like a temporary place, because it's closer to where all the machinery is and all that other things. So most of my Thumbcraft I'll do there after I build it. Oh gosh. Oh dear. What's happening? Oh man. A lot of mobs, a lot of mobs, a lot of mobs. Don't blow up. No. Oh. No. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. What just happened? What's happening? No. Oh gosh, I'm gonna die. Oh dear. Oh. Well then. That could have gone better. Alright then, so, I really should put some way to keep mobs out of the nether, because that's actually quite a pain. So, let me show you the basic of the town. We discovered there was a mail system in it, so we just use that for like when the other's not online. For instance, right now, Sonia's not online, so if I wanted to give her a message and I wasn't going to be on later, I just put it in the mail system. I also am growing peat for our peat-fired engines, which we use to power almost everything here, which is pretty cool about that. So, the mail system, I set up a little payment system for stamps because it costs stamps to send things through the mail system. So if I check my mailbox, there's nothing here. However, if I go into this chest and I grab one of these letters, in order to write it to Diputus. Hello. So essentially, what you need for this is to okay, one second. Let me turn on view bobbing. It's just a little bit weird to me. I rarely use it. There we go. That's better. So, yeah, here's my house. I have some, silverwood tree hedges, actually. Silverwood trees are magic-based trees. They come with Thaumcraft. This little glowing tree over here is a silverwood tree. They have magical properties at certain points, and things along those lines. Let me go grab a stamp real quick from my personal. This is our, storage house. for our quarry, which I'll show you guys in a minute. But it stores all our things that we get from the quarry. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of stone. I needed some cobblestone, but I don't think I need this much. Let me set up the destroyer again, because that is way too much. Let me put the cobblestone back in there. I'm thinking about actually making my castle out of basalt, so that way I don't have to... I'm gonna get rid of all this, oh my gosh. I mean, that's a lot of cobblestone. Oh dear. Okay, get back to you when I finish that. Alright, so here we go. I've cleaned out the cobblestone, and I fixed the trash system. I kept a couple of things of cobblestone. We also have these lava tubes. We pumped some lava from an underground source a while ago. It's dried up now, but found a couple tubes of lava. We use that to refill these up here if we ever need them. It's not very often we need them, but if we do, we have them. So I mean, there we go. So storage house. Let me show you something with the mail real quick. With mail, you can also ship items. So if I were to put an item in there and I put a stamp in it, that's not enough stamps to send an item. However, with stamps, I can send a letter. So one N is, for instance, is kind of like one stamp. If you use the measurement system for your stamps, for your mailing, like we do around where I am, you will, it's kind of like that. But, so now you see how I have mail in my mailbox, and it shows it up here in the little corner up here. So I see letter from Diputus to Diputus. Now if I sent something to Sonia, it'd say it was from me, and yada yada yada. But I can open it, and I can read what it says. And after that, I can choose to trash it or keep it. I'll just throw it in there, and it'll trash it for me. There we go. The magic shop, we haven't really gotten much in, except for we seem to be near like a wisp node or something, because I mean this is all legit here. We just got all these from wisp that were around this area. I think we're kind of close to a large node or something, maybe from research that we've been doing in the past. But shards from our mining and our quarries. Wands, don't really have many of those. We don't have extras. Knowledge fragments are good because they help you with research, and zombie brains, I don't know why there's those in there, but we have quite a few zombie brains, which come from angry zombies, which are very abundant in this area. But these little glow bugs here outside my house are from the Twilight Forest. I'll show you guys that in another episode. So here's my peat farm. It's part of forestry, and I'll show you guys my bee farm I'm setting up soon. Let me go swap out the bees back here real quick. I made some apiaries when I was first messing around with bees, so I could messing around with apiaries so I could figure out bee breeding and things, and I actually gotten pretty far into the bee breeding process. I mean, I understand a lot about it, or not a lot, but I understand the basics of it. What you need is you need bees, flowers, and the appropriate biomes for them to work. Like, I don't really have any default bees. I kind of got rid of those because they were too mainstream for me. But I mean, oh, here we go. Marbled princess. So you get marbled princesses from places like caves and such, and you would put them in an apiary. So you need a princess. So I'll take a marbled princess and a saffron drone and put them in the same thing, and eventually the marbled princess will be able to take all the information from the saffron drone and turn it into a marbled queen. Now what this will do is, over time, the bees coming out of it will pollinate trees nearby, but I'm not as interested in the trees as I am in the getting new bees and the production of honeycomb. So let me just, oh, hello, marbled queen, saffron drone, and let's put a valiant drone in there with her. I'll just put the rest of my bees in here. Marble drone can go with me. I'm gonna go to the honey factory. But I have a small farm out here that will produce string for me. There we go. A lot of string, a lot of seeds. Flax is wonderful when it comes to, or seeds are wonderful when it comes to setting up your research system. I'll show you guys that next episode. I'm just doing a basic run through of our little town and what we plan on doing and all that other great stuff. But next episode I promise will not be as dull and boring. Maybe we'll have Sonia here if she's not busy, but no guarantees on that. Okay, so our mail depot. Here's Sonia's house over here. When we went to the Twilight Forest, I found her some rainbow trees. I think she likes those. So here's her house. It's under construction still. She's going to be focusing more on the farming side of it, like the forestry farming, so I got her a lot of apatite and ash, because you need those to make fertilizer for your farms. She's also doing a lot of research. She has a portal beacon gun. But yeah. So, let's see, where's her portal down to the basement? There it is. So, she has a basement set up for her magic. When we went to the Twilight Forest, we killed a boss, which is called the Naga, and all around his level there are these Naga stone things. So I actually have quite a few of these sitting around in my house, and Sonia said, hey, can I borrow some? I said, sure, and she did this, apparently, which I think is awesome. But, she's also implemented the Night Tour here, which is something with Yogcraft. Oh dear, it's gonna be night soon. Let me go sleep. Evening off, and we'll pick up in the morning, and we'll go over to the factory. Night here is a little bit more dangerous because there's several new mobs that try to kill you, such as Wisp and our good old friend the angry zombies who drop their brains for you. Come on, the sun's set. Come on. There we go. So, here we go. Okay, so, good morning everyone. So, here we go. We're gonna go over to the, DBs, as I called it. I was running out of creative ideas, so I just called it DBs for Diputus bees. But what I'm going to be doing is mainly focusing on getting us some biofuel, which is awesome for our purposes. So we've implemented a lot of the lights, the red power lights. What was it called? Red power lights. And I set up this bee factory lighting system. Diffuse bees have our little factory, honeycomb on the floor. That is, oh dear, there's an Enderman in the factory. I'll have to take care of that later. So here's our basic system. I mean, it's not complicated, not overly complicated, and I should not have left that on. I don't think I have any peat, which I don't. I'll have to go back to my house and get some to demonstrate some of this. But, ash for Sonia later. So carpenter is a forestry thing that's used to build items in forestry. The squeezer, you use that. It requires power though to work properly. Centrifuge is good for me because I use that to get honey drops, and the honey drops turn into honey liquid, and the liquid goes in here. I currently have quite a bit actually. I have 39,850 buckets of it, which is a lot. Now this here is liquid DNA, which you get from bees, and I've been running around the world harvesting bees and just doing that, so. It's good and all well and good. Here, I think this might still have some residual power in it. Oh, it doesn't. Oh. Let me go back to the house real quick and get some peat. I'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, so sorry about that. I had to get some peat for these engines. They run out very quickly with this peat. There's actually a better sort of peat, but still have to figure out how to make it. There should be a recipe for it somewhere. But anyway, so with this system, peat-fired engines will create power to go through these coils, which will go into the machines. Now with the DNA extractor, what it does, or the gene pool, I should say, what it does is it will take the bee and it'll research it. It'll pull DNA from it and it'll take power and or mostly just the DNA actually. It takes a lot of power to do and it takes a little bit to get through and just a little bit weird and it's almost done and here we go. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. There we go. So what it does is it creates DNA, which should be floating around here somewhere. That little stream of what you see is bDNA, which will go down these pipes into the liquid DNA, and it should eventually get there. And when it does, it will increase the amount of DNA in the pipe system, which is awesome. It got stuck in the pipe. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So in a minute it'll be pouring into the tank, and okay, so here we go. So it goes from 48,400 to 48,450. So that wasn't a very DNA-rich bee. Princesses tend to give a little bit more, I've noticed. Now, with a centrifuge, what it does is it takes the honeycomb and it will extract beeswax and honey drops from it, if it will finish. So it'll give you a honey drop, usually, and sometimes it'll come with beeswax. But with the honey drop squeezer, what it will do is it will take the honey drop, it'll take some power from the engines over there, and it will then proceed to turn the honey drop into a actual source of liquid, as you can see flowing through the pipes here, and I'll put it into this tank here. Actually, I'm going to be using that for biofuel soon, and hopefully I'll be able to use it properly. I currently have this set up just to make some waterproofing for waterproof pipes for later. It's an automatic crafting table. I really need to clean this thing out. Maroon drops. I have all my... I just like dump things in here on occasion when I don't have enough inventory space. So, here's our Mr. Coffee 3.0. I was making some coffee and I was trying to figure out what a clever way to implement some of the other things was. So I used Red Power. Red Power is actually awesome with the computers. First what you need is well, first you need a monitor, you need a disk drive, you need a CPU unit, and a, whatever this thing is. What is it called? Can't remember what this is, but you also need some ribbon cables, and you'll need some bundled cable and colored cable. Now, something with the colored cable is that, it takes, let's see if I can find it, colored cable, insulated cable, here, there we go. No, it didn't work. Sorry. Wire. Okay, so insulated wires are kind of like the binary, trinary, and all the other coding systems there are. It goes by a 1-2-1-2 basis when it comes to each color. Now each color is a data value. So white is 1, orange is 2, pink, magenta is 3, so on and so forth throughout all the different colors. Now once you get the color that you want, you hook it up to a bundled cable, which you then attach to the computer unit, and then you need a fourth boot disk, which is annoying to make because I spent almost an hour trying to figure out why I couldn't find it for the recipe. But it just requires a blank floppy and some redstone, and blank floppy is just logs and iron ingot. So there's that. Now after that I wrote a code for the disk, compile is a thing. So if I type in coffee, hit enter, what happens is this will turn on for, what was it, 100 ticks, which is enough for one pulse to go through here. Oh, it pulled out two. No? One? Okay. Pulled out 1 cup of coffee. Now what happens is the coffee is cold right now, and I made this overly complicated. I should have made it a lot simpler, but I really didn't want to, because I thought it would be awesome if it was a little bit overcomplicated. So what happens is it will slowly move its way through those pipes. I should probably change out some of these gold pipes. I'll do that eventually. It'll go into the furnace. After it goes into the furnace, it'll go through these pipes here and into this dispenser, where it will give us a dark coffee. And then if we put a milk and sugar in it, we can make a coffee, which is pretty cute. Now what you do with the coffee is you obviously drink it. Doesn't matter where your hunger bar is at, but what it does is it increases your haste and your speed. So now I can run around and I can dig really fast. Oh dear, I think I just broke that light. Anyway, so I mean, it's a very long-lasting effect. However, if you drink several coffees, it will make you go incredibly fast and stupidly fast. This is my bee farm. I'm hoping to fill this all up with bees eventually, but I want to keep my operation slightly small for now, just leaving it in my house. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. If to rate, comment, subscribe. I will be doing more of these later. Maybe tomorrow, and the final exam week's coming up, and it's just gonna be hectic, so I'm not really sure what it's gonna be like, so I'll have to keep you guys informed somehow, do my best to update comments and update my profile, let you guys know what we're up to, and if we're busy or not, because Sonia and I were just about to go into final exam week. It's gonna be insane. We're gonna be busy for a while, and probably won't have that much free time until next week's over, so thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and see you later.